This is Master Kambai, also known as Modita Victor. Now we got another Kindle fight. I feel like Sami is probably somewhere near the top of tier 3, while in the other end, Kindle is probably somewhere near the top of tier 2. So she's probably much better than Sami. So I hope you guys will enjoy this battle despite that. Uh, I know Advance Wars by Web ranks Kindle 3 and Sami 4, but I don't agree with that. Anyway, let's do this. So as usual, I will be really fast on the first few turns. So it's just capping, capping. Now he went for the base. I hope so. I don't know. He went for the base. So we have similar opening. I think everyone does that kind of opening in this map. Now early recon, very interesting move. People like to do early recons. I chose early artillery and 2 infantry. Now I want that artillery to destroy the pipe very fast because I want the extra firepower it will provide me. I create a tank in this flank. I know here it's my weaker flank, but this flank, since it's the strongest flank of my enemy, it's actually the reverse. I created a tank on my weaker flank, so I did the right thing. Regardless, I feel like I needed a tank in this area. So now he took engagement with my infantry that is capping. If you don't see this, you will see it on my next turn. I have a 5 HP infantry now. So she did a good engagement there. Now, because that airport is considered a building, I will get extra firepower from my day-to-day ability. Now, since I'm only CD Tal, I decided to attack the infantry because I knew I would deal damage to the infantry. And when you go against Sami, you want to damage as much the unit you can. Even if you will lose the engagement, a damaged unit for Sami is a unit we can kill, so this means she has less chance on getting good caps. Now she's playing really aggressive with her recon because she has a tank. She feels confident enough, I guess. Now she removes her recon away, but I think I've seen that. Or not. No, I did not see that. So I kill as many infantry as I can. Because if you leave the infantry alive, then it's wrong. Especially against Sami. Now that make is well placed. It's truly annoying. Now she went for that building there. And she sent that thing over here, which is a good play. Now I'm off the floor with many units. I have my comp tower very soon. I create 2 anti-air because I expect battle copters soon or later. Now I'm currently capping one of her buildings. Now she did a huge mistake, she left a tank near a city. If I have a tank and my steel power, I kill your tank. So now I join cap, I reveal his tank, I have my urban blight, I use it right away. And I mob the floor with his tanks. Many tanks are getting damaged. So now I gain the control over the game. I have 1 anti-air on both fronts, and I have many tanks. I'm currently winning the tank game here. Even if she has the artillery is good only when protected. And in this case there, it's not that protected. Yes, there's a choke point, but I can move around that choke point. Now she leaves the mech there. I don't really agree with that. She should have left the mech on a forest to trap one of my units. Now I send my NTR there to scout the forest, and I blew up a unit at the same time. Now she's trying to get my HQ. I'm like, oh, really? Are you kidding me? I was pissed off because I felt like the guy was joking. I was like, really? Are you really trying this against me? Now I get trapped, and I have two artillery. One to protect the HQ, the other one to protect my other artillery. Because I know the tanks are on both flanks. None of these tanks are in the center. And that's normal. In the center, outside of the HQ, there's not much to protect. So here I create tank, battlecopter, anti-air. Because I feel like that anti-air will die soon or later, and I want a response fast enough to counter any battlecopters in that front. So now she takes a good shot out of my artillery. I think she even destroyed it. I don't know because it's glitchy. Now I don't really agree with that medium tank. Sami has weaker direct. It's rare you will... Oh, another medium tank. Are you kidding me? Well, that Sami player is not that good because Sami likes make spam. Of course, medium tank are staples, but she got two, one on each front, and she expects to win with this? Well, I have indirects, I have battlecopters. She won't be able to keep up. I keep getting battlecopters because, first of all, I don't know if she has medium tank, but what I know is the fact that my battlecopters can compete with medium tank if there is any medium tank. Now the medium tank mops the floor with that anti-air, and lucky enough, my anti-air survived. So at that point I was able to know he has a medium tank. So I was like, oh okay, so I will have my own medium tank. And my own medium tank will be better than his. Now at that point I'm like, oh, I lost my anti-air of that front, and I was really pissed off about that. Now she got trapped in this. Now she does the right thing. Mech, battlecopter. That's the right thing to do. Now I send that battlecopter in this area because I know she has a medium tank. I tried to take out as many units as I can because you need to kill off the units. If you leave any unit alive on Sami's side, Sami will overwhelm you. You need to finish off each single unit you meet. Now I create the artillery there to counter that medium tank. I know it's a slow counter, but it's the best I had. By creating medium tank, just compete with is if she creates another medium tank, I'm done for. But with two artillery, I can compete better against that person. And now if you take a look at the army value, I am a bit above, and the income as well. And more than this, I have income tower, she don't have an income tower. Now take a look at the value. My value is so much higher than her value. And now you see she got her super, but I killed so many infantry and mechs. This super is not worth it. This super did not flip the table. So now she got one of my buildings, which is really good. But that's one building for a 8-star super. Now she resigned. Now I totally understand. 8 stars for one building. It's truly a bad trade. So just to close this video on that, If you're Sami, don't tank spam, don't do medium tank. Yes, of course, they're staple. You can use a few of these units and surprise the opponent with it. But you need a lot of mechs, infantry, and direct. These are the best units Sami has. And of course, sometimes you can throw some tanks, some medium tanks, some battlecopters, because these units are staples. But you need to have mainly mechs and then direct. Another thing with Sami, don't wait for your super. As you have seen it right now, 8 stars and she only got 1 building. That's truly awful. Now I must say I'm used to fight Sami, so I know how to counter her in that map of that size. When the map is smaller, it's impossible to beat her, but in that kind of map, you just to make sure you block your building and you kill as many foot soldier as possible. If she don't have the foot soldier to capture your building, her super is useless. That's also why, if you're playing Sami, I suggest you to use her power more often. Yes, it's 3 stars for 1 space and extra firepower, but keep in mind she has a day-to-day with better infantry, better mechs, better capture game. So even if your power is 3 stars and not that impressive, your day-to-day is impressive. Even if you have weaker direct, you don't care. You capture so fast that you don't mind having weaker direct. If you had stronger direct or normal direct, trust me, Sami would be tier 1 or probably tier 0. The reason why she has weaker direct is to balance her out. And I totally agree with that. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. We will see each other in future video. Have a great day.